Namaste, everybody. Me, Foxy D. A little tired, but hey, what are you going to do, right? Anyhow, today I want to do a quick upload about instinct and intuition. Okay, I kind of refer to them interchangeably versus projection. This is an important one, okay? In any case, what instinct and intuition are, they come from your core self. If you have a core self, all right? So a lot of people will think instinct is projection. What projection is somebody who sees in you either something that reflects something in themselves, all right? So sometimes if somebody wants to be your buddy, they'll kind of project what they envision themselves to be onto you. Okay, that happens. It's not a terrible thing, but it's something to be aware of. Okay, that's kind of caused by ego. Okay, so just be aware. That's what projection is. Projection can also be more nefarious, all right? So sometimes you could project negative traits onto someone that you probably have yourself and think it's instinct. Now, remember, HSP empath here. I know what the difference is. It's so hard to put it into words in terms of what a projection is. Now, it's not that I've never projected before, I have. It happens, right? And especially as an empath, it's not so much projection, but it's almost like empaths often, until they learn, see the good in everybody. And they fail to catch those kind of danger signals very often, especially when they're growing up, because they think everybody's like them. But remember, the narcissists do the same thing. They think everybody's like them as well. Okay? So, whereby the empath perhaps is looking at only the good and ignoring the bad, negating their instinct, a narcissist doesn't tend to have a true instinct. Okay? They're, like I said, hypersensitive when it comes to other people's opinions and actions. All right? So they'll take everything very personally. Say you're yawning when a narcissist is talking, they'll take that really bad. They're just not going to look at it like, okay, the person's yawning. The same example with an empath. Say the person's yawning on purpose to show that they're bored. The empath might kind of chalk it up to, well, maybe they're tired. Okay? As you age, well, as some of us age, we start to learn what the difference is. Okay? Between intuition, instinct, and projection. Because what we start to do as empaths is we start to listen to our inner instincts. Like I said, narcissists, instinct, and they're just in hypervigilance mode and they're very rejection sensitive, so they'll perceive everything in a negative manner. All right. So that's the upload for now. Exhausted, guys. I really want to continue with this. I'm going to do my very best. I know the channel is not going to gain much traction, but it is what it is. So if you find anything of value in here or you'd like to add something, please do. I'd love to hear what your opinions are in the matter. I just thought it was a good time to address this for people who tend to project, like I said, their own traits, desires, positives or negatives onto others. Okay? That's just a really strange way of filtering the world and your environment. Best thing to do is, how can I put it? If your ego's in check, all right, and you're a decent person, it doesn't mean that if you have a big ego, you're not a decent person. You could be, all right. But if you're really like grassroots and down to earth, and observant, but not to the point of hypervigilance. But you know, if somebody paints themselves with a certain color, don't repaint them with your color. You understand? So if somebody's nice 50% of the time and an ass the other 50%, don't just pay attention to the good or the bad. Just, filter your environment accordingly. And your gut instinct, the reason they call it that, literally, that's where you feel it around the solar plexus area. That's where you tend to feel all this stuff. But like I said, this is what I tend to feel. And I believe other HSPs and empaths will tend to feel as well. I'm not a narcissist, okay? I've never had this in-depth conversation with a narcissist to ask, because narcissists tend to not know that they're narcissists. They'll call everybody else a narcissist without looking in the mirror, unfortunately. But it is what it is, guys. So that's it. Instinct versus projection. I'd love to have your feedback on this as well. If you feel it in that solar plexus area, when you feel something is off, do not ignore the feeling, okay? Your instinct and your intuition are trying to tell you something. So I suggest you listen very carefully. All right? I wish you a great day. Back to work. For those of you who I'm going to write back, please just be patient with me. I took a couple of minutes out. I got to get back out there. And love you all and wish you a lovely day. Until the next time, Namaste, Foxy B, signing off.